Hello, my name is Roberto Santiago, and I am an assistant rugby coach here at the Model Secondary School for the Deaf in Washington, D.C. The goal of this video is to introduce some signs related to the game of rugby. Last year, I made a documentary film called Creating the Signs of Rugby. That film was about the Model Secondary School for the Deaf, which is a high school team here in Washington, D.C. Over the last 4 years, they've been the only deaf rugby team in North America. What this means is that they've really been the ones to create and agree upon the sign language related to the game. Since making that film and doing publicity for the team, a lot of people, both deaf rugby players, coaches on hearing teams that have deaf players involved, and even sometimes parents of deaf players, have approached me wanting to view the film and learn about the signs related to the game of rugby. Right now, the film is not ready for release to a general audience. Hopefully, we'll be able to release it soon. But for now, because so many people are interested in this topic, I've decided to make this video in order to help introduce some of the signs that show some of the concepts for the game. Hopefully, this will be a benefit to coaches who are teaching deaf players the game. I also hope that this will help interpreters who may find themselves at a rugby practice, and also to help parents or deaf people in general or anyone who's interested in learning about the signs related to the game of rugby. Now, the signs that I'm showing you today are not my signs. These are created by the deaf community, specifically the deaf rugby community. Deaf people have agreed within this context that these are the signs. Now, this doesn't mean you have to use the signs that I'm showing you here. Language is constantly changing and evolving, but these is an example of the signs that we use here in the DC area. Now, you should know that the signs related to rugby do follow normal ASL conventions. For example, noun-verb pairing. This means that nouns use a double or reduplicated movement, whereas verbs typically use one movement and show the manner in which the action is being done. So, for example, the sign ruck, again, ruck, here's the noun and the verb. So to use that in a sentence, you'd say, I need you to set a ruck with the reduplication. With a verb example, you would say, you've got to ruck now. Hopefully that's clear. The signs in this video are the ones most specifically related to rugby, which means that they are not ones that are borrowed from other sports, and they do not just follow the referee's signals. However, they're all related specifically to this game. At the end, I will talk a little bit about how to work with referees. So here's the sign for rugby. Again, the sign for rugby looks like a pass. Here's the sign for ruck. Ruck. scrum, 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 scrum. Another option for scrum, scrum. Again, scrum. Line out, line out. Again, line out, line out. Another option for line out, line out. Once again, another option for line out, line out. Maul, maul, maul. Again, maul. Try. Try, like you're scoring the ball on the ground. Another option for try, like you're placing the ball on the ground. One final option for try does look a bit like the referee's signal. The difference between these various signs, sliding down, setting down, those two are used more to teach the game, to show players what they have to do. You want to score a try. During the game, if, say, the coach is asking what happened, they might ask, was that a try? Did they award a try? So the referee might say, yes, it was a try. So that one does somewhat follow the referee signal, which you can see here. Sevens, sevens, sevens. Notice the palms are facing each other. 15s. 15s, you'll notice the palms are facing the signer. Finally, I'd like to briefly talk about how to work with referees and the opposing team. It's very important to emphasize with the referee that they are consistent with their primary signals. For example, this means that they have to show which way the penalty is being awarded immediately, and they have to do it the right way, which means whistle, signal, simultaneously. Referees are taught to do this. However, in my experience, often the referee will whistle and then talk, then signal. If the deaf team or the deaf players are not back 10, a lot of the time they end up getting penalized for being not 10. This is unfair. The referee must signal immediately when refereeing with the deaf team. Or if they talk first, they must allow the deaf team an opportunity to get back 10 once the signal's been given. Also, we've found that the easiest way to show that a whistle has been blown is to have any player that can hear the whistle immediately put their hands in the air to show the deaf players that the whistle's been blown. If you have a team of mixed hearing and deaf players on a team, everyone should put their hands up. The opposing team should also put their hands up, as well as the referee. This will help deaf players to recognize that they have to stop. There's also the scrum cadence. What we've done is we've had the referee call crouch with a hand signal, and then for what was touch, pause, engage, which will now change with the new cadence. However, the signal can remain the same. Once the players come together and have crouched, The crouch signal is very easy. The players crouch. And now in the front row, basically in the tunnel, where the front rows can see, the referee will put his hand into the tunnel to signal each part of the cadence. Touch, set. Then the players may come together. I'll show a clip of this here. Notice the referee's hands. Here it is again. Again, notice the referee's hands. That's it for now. Thank you very much. Good luck. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, I'll put up our contact information at the end. Thank you.